You cannot talk about TikTok without mentioning its viral challenges. In fact, TikTok is popular partly due to its advertisement strategy and for its viral branded hashtag challenges. These challenges, some very captivating, but most of them are pollutive and really deadly to say the least. Let me first introduce the Blackout Challenge, a TikTok challenge that has been linked with deaths of over 20 minors in recent months. Teens and minors were required to hold their breaths for as long as possible and record themselves passing out. Next, the Benadryl Challenge in 2020 that encouraged users to consume excessive amounts of Benadryl to induce a hallucinogenic high, and again, record themselves in the process. Benadryl is an antihistamine, mainly used for cold and allergic symptoms, but the drug can cause seizures, heart problems, comas, and even death when abused. In terms of influencing lifestyles and opinions, there was also the Cartel Challenge, where the vulgar lifestyles of drug cartels were popularized on TikTok to get users, especially teens, to mimic them. I could go on and on. This is all TikTok's moderators are doing to distract and destroy America's younger generation. And the plan already seems to be working. China is in an unending war with the USA. And though their feud has not escalated into ground battle just yet, there have been several clashes on other fronts, including trade, technology, and global influence. There's a lot of plotting and preparation behind the scenes. China knows that a ground battle with the USA now would be devastating for them, as the USA is superior in both firepower and military technology. So China is doing what it does best, playing the long game. So while China may be the underdog now, they are targeting America's younger generation. Their preferred weapon, TikTok. TikTok is a Trojan horse first and a social media app by necessity. So behind the dance challenges and beautiful filters is a weapon to end America's global dominance. This is just a carbon copy of how Greek soldiers built a giant horse to enter the city of Troy to win the Trojan War after a 10-year siege. Like Greece in the Trojan War, China has history to back them up. They have proven capable of starving and basically put their towns on hibernation to wait out a siege. In September 2017, ByteDance successfully launched TikTok. This came after ByteDance had successfully tried out a local version of the app, Douyin in China, a year earlier. In August the following year, TikTok merged with the music platform Musical.ly to become an app that took lip syncing and short dance videos to the next level. This was the beginning of a new era of global dominance. But for TikTok to achieve its intended purpose of corrupting America's young generation, it needed more American users to sign up. But as ByteDance, a Chinese company, how do you get Americans to sign up for TikTok? This is simple. By bribing top content creators from other social media platforms to promote TikTok. And as the creators did their job, you also lower the bar for new and young American creators to find fame and money on the platform. They only had to do the barest minimum for the algorithm to pick their works. This was the game plan. And guess what? It worked. By 2018, just about 2 years since TikTok's inception, TikTok became the most downloaded application in the USA. Today, TikTok has over 3 billion users, over 150 million of them being Americans, the most of any country. Now it's time to set the plan in motion, which is to use TikTok as a weapon of corruption and distraction of the next generation of Americans. And how do you corrupt them? By rewarding young American users for displays of sheer stupidity on the app, from twerking and showing explicit content, down to children pranking their parents or young ones partaking in deadly TikTok challenges. While these young Americans get paid for doing the silliest things on TikTok, Chinese children are being taught only Chinese values on Douyin, the local version of TikTok back home in China. In fact, when Chinese people launch their Douyin app, all they see are uplifting stuff, like the government initiating and formulating policies, youth winning prizes for educational excellence, karate performances. Like, literally content about Chinese people doing something better with their lives. The thing about TikTok is, the more time you spend there, the more distracted you become from reality. The attention span of the average human since 2015 has reduced to as low as just 8.25 seconds. That is even worse than that of a goldfish. In the American context, 39% of Americans have forgotten one simple piece of information or have lost one item they use on a daily basis in the last week. But most of these people never forget to check out TikTok for the latest trends and videos. The average American user spends 33 minutes on TikTok per day. The constant chase of dopamine and success keeps America's youth creating and scrolling on TikTok, while overlooking other productive activities. TikTok uses the strategy of intermittent reinforcement to keep users active on the platform. What this means is that users are fed with contents of their preference at irregular intervals. Hence, users were always going to continue scrolling till they reached the next preferred video. It is just the same approach gambling companies use to keep gamblers at the table. You see, TikTok understands human psychology. They know sharing content about yourself on social media has the same impact on your brain as addictive substances. They know the kind of content to feed young Americans to get them intrigued and logged on. In fact, that is the whole point of the TikTok algorithm. To study your tastes and preferences, feed you content you like to keep you further intrigued and glued to the platform, far away from reality. Call it China's weapon of mass distraction. The intended effect is that in 20 years, while America struggles to get leaders, inventors, and soldiers, China will have a generation prepared to take America's place on the global stage. TikTok's sound and video editing tools are designed to prolong users' stay on the app. Young users would spend minutes to hours editing their videos to optimum levels before posting them online. Well, can you even blame them? I mean, without those in-app retouch tools, users' videos would not be picked by the algorithm, and your content getting rejected by the algorithm means your video would not go viral. You see, TikTok has an AI-powered biometric mirror that scans how attractive, intelligent, and even how emotionally unstable a new user was upon signing up to the app. If the biometric mirror classified a user as ugly, or detected their video background to be poor, then the algorithm would suppress their content. The only escape route is to edit your videos with TikTok's editing tools. TikTok harvests the data of its US users. You see, TikTok's user data policy is unlike anything seen in other social media platforms. Once you sign up to TikTok, TikTok gains unlimited access to all your private information. TikTok gains information about your age, IP address, location, messages, and browsing data with the excuse to serve you better. Like, TikTok literally begins to spy on you for the Chinese government. When Apple, in their launch of the iOS 14 update, called TikTok out for secretly copying users' clipboards, TikTok said they did that to avoid spammy behavior. In other words, yes, we are spying on American users, but now that you've caught us, we are going to stop. Yes, TikTok is basically the Chinese government's spyware created to spy on other nations because Chinese law compels companies to turn over data whenever the government requests for them and without appeal.
TikTok asks for access to your videos, your photos, your microphone, your camera, and your contact.
China knows in detail whatever is going on in the USA in real time, and in the event of an imminent USA attack, China would be duly prepared to counter. This is like giving China a head start in a potential warfare. TikTok is literally predators' paradise. TikTok has the highest number of underage users of all social media apps. 25% of US TikTok users are 10 to 19 years of age. This makes the app a magnet for pedophiles. The algorithm is designed to connect users to their preferred content, and by extension, pedophiles and predators to children. TikTok has turned deaf ears to countless reports from parents and other users to ban predator accounts that have targeted their children, but nothing effective has come out of these requests. TikTok maintains they have a duty to protect the privacy of users. It is almost like predators are untouchable on the app. It gets worse. The TikTok algorithm is literally every reasonable parent's nightmare. Not only does the algorithm link predators to children, it also suggests sensitive content to young users. A child may be watching educational or entertaining content on TikTok. Next thing you know, a violent and highly sexual video is primed to play next. TikTok was the #1 search engine worldwide in 2021. This means people trusted TikTok more than they even trusted Google as a source for reliable information. What this also meant was that in TikTok, the Chinese Communist Party had found a powerful platform to spread propaganda and fake news to America and the whole world at large to influence opinions. The Chinese Communist Party has always bred a culture of lawlessness, but the opportunity was now perfect to control the narrative. In June 2019, Hong Kong, a Chinese province that enjoys semi-autonomy, protested peacefully against a possible extradition onto China mainland that would have meant they became subjected to Chinese national law full-time. But the cruel Chinese government deployed the People's Liberation Army to sweep Hong Kong streets. Thousands were shot at, over 10,000 protesters were arrested, 2,866 of them were prosecuted and faced prison terms of up to 6 years. TikTok censored videos on their platform regarding the brutal events surrounding protests on the Chinese government's orders. With TikTok, China now had a popular search engine in its hands, and if, especially young American TikTok users were going to rely on information from TikTok, as in, they were going to consume what China continuously fed them on TikTok as gospel, then they might as well become enemies of their own US government in a few years. China's communist government is always up to something sinister. I mean, TikTok's remarkable growth since its inception on the international market has overwhelmed everyone. ByteDance took a lot of backdoors and cut so many corners to bring TikTok this far, and they do not intend to slow down anytime soon. Employees continue to work tirelessly for 24 hours a day, 6 to 7 days weekly, as there is real belief from insiders that there is more to TikTok's potential. You know we are in the endgame when a social media app meant to appreciate creatives and provide entertainment is being used as a sophisticated weapon of war.